Welcome to the deep dive. Ever wonder what's really driving business decisions, those invisible market forces?
Yeah, the things happening behind the scenes.
Today, we're digging into that, using some solid academic sources to understand the core principles shaping, well, everything from prices to products.
Think of it as a quick guide. We'll cover the basics, demand, supply, elasticity, inflation, and how businesses strategize using things like SWOT and Porter's 5 forces.
Exactly. No dense theory, just the practical stuff. Our mission, give you the insights without the overwhelm.
Let's jump in. First up, demand.
Right. The fundamental idea, the law of demand, it's kind of intuitive, isn't it? Price goes up, you buy less. Price drops, you buy more.
Pretty much, and there are reasons why. One is this substitution effect. If, say, Coke gets too pricey, maybe you grab a Pepsi instead.
Makes sense. Cheaper alternative.
And the other is the income effect. When prices fall, your money just goes further, right? You effectively have more spending power.
Okay, important point here, though. There's a difference between just buying more because the price dropped
That's a change in quantity demanded. Movement along the curve.
and a situation where people want more or less overall at any price. That's a change in demand. The whole curve shifts.
Exactly. And what causes those shifts? Well, several things. Changes in wealth, for one. Feeling richer might make you eye that luxury car.
Or prices of related goods. If a competitor's jeans go on sale.
Your demand might drop. Or if printers get cheap, maybe more people buy ink. Those are compliments.
Consumer income changes things too, like holiday bonuses boosting spending. Tastes change, think fashion trends coming back.
Yeah, or expectations. If you think bus passes will cost more next month, you might buy one now. And just, more buyers entering the market.
Got it. Okay, let's flip to the other side. Supply.
The law of supply is kind of the mirror image. Higher prices generally mean producers want to supply more. Bigger potential profit, right?
So same distinction applies. Change in quantity supplied versus a change in supply.
Absolutely. Price change moves you along the supply curve. But other factors shift the whole curve.
Like what?
Well, if a company thinks prices will fall later, they might increase supply now. Production costs are huge. Lower wages could mean more supply. Higher taxes might mean less.
Okay.
What else? Oh, prices of other goods they could produce. Tech changes new machinery boosting output. Subsidies can encourage supply. Taxes discourage it.
So you've got demand pulling one way, supply pulling the other, where they meet.
That's your market equilibrium. The sweet spot where the amount buyers want is exactly the amount sellers offer, the market clearing price.
But sometimes we interfere, right? Like price ceilings.
Set below equilibrium, they cause shortages. Think rent control, lots of demand, not enough supply at that low price.
And the opposite, price floors, like
Yeah.
minimum wage arguments.
Set above equilibrium, they can cause surpluses. More people wanting jobs than available at that wage, potentially. Shifts in either demand or supply will move that equilibrium price and quantity around.
Let's talk elasticity. How much does demand or supply actually react to changes?
Good one. Price elasticity of demand measures that sensitivity. If it's inelastic, less than one demand doesn't change much with price, like essential medicines.
You need it. You pay.
Mostly. But if it's elastic greater than 1:1, a small price change causes a big demand shift. Lots of substitutes usually means more elasticity.
And businesses need to know this, right? Raising prices on an elastic good could backfire.
Definitely. Your total revenue might actually drop. Supply has elasticity too, how fast producers can react to price changes.
What about cross-elasticity?
That's how one product's price affects another's demand. Price of beef goes up, demand for chicken rises. Positive cross-elasticity, they're substitutes.
And income elasticity.
How your income affects demand. Demand for normal goods goes up with income. Inferior goods, demand drops as you get richer.
Okay, shifting gears slightly. Inflation, the slow creep of rising prices.
Yeah, it erodes purchasing power. Your money buys less over time. It can be tricky for assets and liabilities. Fixed rate debt, for instance. You end up paying it back with cheaper dollars.
So inflation can actually help debtors sometimes.
In real terms, yes. But for investors, it eats into returns on things like bonds. Assets like real estate might hedge against it, but it's not guaranteed. And businesses face rising costs, especially labor.
So faced with all this demand shifts, cost pressures, inflation, how do businesses actually make decisions? Strategy tools.
Right. SWOT is a classic, looking inward at strengths and weaknesses and outward at opportunities and threats.
This helps get a lay of the land.
And Porter's 5 forces digs into the competitive environment. How easy is market entry? How fierce is the rivalry? Threat from substitutes. bargaining power of buyers and suppliers.
Understanding those helps find your edge.
Exactly. The goal is competitive advantage, either being the low-cost leader, selling cheaper than rivals,
Or differentiation offering something unique people will pay extra for.
and you can apply these broadly to the whole market or focus on a specific niche, like a high-end specialist. Some try for best cost, good value for a reasonable price.
Wow, okay. So it really is all connected. Demand and supply create the basic picture, elasticity shows the sensitivity, inflation adds pressure, and strategy helps navigate it all.
It's a dynamic system, which leads to a final thought for you listening. Considering all these market forces we've touched on, what overlooked factor, maybe something less obvious, do you think could pose the biggest challenge or perhaps the biggest opportunity for businesses right now?